Hello friends. Next, JavaScript design principles. JavaScript is conceptualized to be built in different layers having different capabilities and responsibilities. Okay, so JavaScript is what conceptualized to be built in different layers. There are many different layers of JavaScript having different capabilities and responsibilities. The layer concept is considered optional except in some special circumstances like online games. Let's see here which are the different layers. So first HTML, then CSS, then JavaScript presentation, JavaScript validation, JavaScript asynchronous, JavaScript frameworks. Okay, example jQuery. Okay, these are the what different layers. The common layers conceptualized in JavaScript are, okay, so first is presentation layer, JavaScript presentation layer. This type of programming focusing on the display of information. Okay, this type of programming focus on the display of information. To display information, this presentation layer is important. JavaScript can alter the HTML elements of a page. Okay, so JavaScript is scripting language. HTML is what? Hypertext markup language. Okay, you can alter, JavaScript can alter the HTML elements of a page, which results in a change visible to the user. Okay, so what happens? Okay, whatever changes, okay, that users can visible. These presentation layer applications includes common things like creating, hiding and showing, etc. Okay, these presentation layers applications includes what? Common things like creating. Okay, you can create, you can hide the data, you can show the information, okay, etc. This layer is most closely related to the user experience and the most visible to the end user. Okay, this layer is most closely related to the user experience and most visible to the users. Okay, well, normally when you open the website you see the web pages. Okay, so you are viewing the contents of the web pages. Okay, so by using this layer only, okay, you can view the contents of the web page. Next, validation layer. Okay, next JavaScript validation layer. JavaScript can be also used to validate logical aspects of users' experience. This includes validating a form to make sure the email entered is valid before sending it along. While you fill up the form in website, okay, so sometime you may enter wrong data. Example, in mobile number, instead of numbers you enter some letters. Okay, so it says that you must enter numbers. Okay, characters not allowed. Okay, like this. While entering email address you forgot to enter @ symbol. Okay, so some mistakes are there. Okay, so at that time it says that there is a mistake in entering email address like this. Okay, this validates the contents. It is often used in conjunction with the presentation layer. Okay, so it's combined with the presentation layer. Okay, the intention of this layer is to pre-validate forms before transmitting the input to the server. Okay, before transmitting to the server, okay, this layer check the whatever you entered in the form. Okay, whether it is correct or not. Okay, if there is mistake, it gives some message. Okay, then you can correct it. Okay, before you submit, okay, you can check it. Okay, so this layer supports in checking the contents of the form. Both presentation layer and validation layer exist on the client machine. Okay, both presentation and validation layer present in the client machine. Okay, means we are using the computer, we are using open the website, so we are the clients. Okay, asynchronous layers. Normally JavaScript operates in a synchronous manner where request sent to the server requires response before the next lines of code can be executed. Okay, so normally what happens, JavaScript operates in synchronous manner. Okay, where request sent to the server, okay, requires what? Response before the next line of code can be executed. Okay, before to execute the next line you need a response. Okay. During the wait between request and response, the browser is in the loading state and only updates upon receiving the response. Okay. So whenever you request to the server, okay, and server responds it. Okay, whenever you request, you will not get immediately the response. Sometimes you have to wait it. Okay. Okay, so browser is in loading state. Okay. In contrast, an asynchronous layer sends the request to the server in the background. Okay. An asynchronous layer, what it do? Okay, it sends a request in the background. Okay, it sends the request to the server in the background. So it not waste the time. Okay, the browser is not waiting. Okay, it saves the time of the browser. In this model, as certain events are triggered, the JavaScript sends the HTTP request to the server, Hypertext Transfer Protocol request to the server. But while waiting for the response, the rest of the applications works normally and browser isn't in a loading state. Okay, so if you use asynchronous layer, okay, so the browser isn't in loading state, so it continuously works. Okay, it continuously works for other applications. When the response arrives, JavaScript will update a portion of the page. Okay, so when the response arrives, JavaScript will update the portion of the page. Asynchronous layers are considered advanced versions of the presentation and validation layer. So asynchronous layers are what? Considered advanced versions of the presentation and validation layers. Next, users without JavaScripts. Users without JavaScripts. There are users who are not using JavaScript due to various reasons. Okay, there are some users who are not using JavaScript due to various reasons. Okay, who are the users? Let's see. This includes some of the most important clients like web crawler. One user is web crawler, use of browser plugin, using a text browser, or are visually impaired. Okay, first, web crawler. A web crawler is a client running on behalf of search engine to download your request site so that it can eventually be featured in their search results. Okay, so web crawler is what? Is a client running, okay, on behalf of search engine instead of search engine. Okay, a web crawler itself runs on behalf of search engine, okay, to download your requested site. Okay, so need not this search for that site. Okay, so web crawler on behalf of search engine, it search for requested site so that it can eventually be featured in their search results. These automated software agents do not interpret JavaScript. So here, so JavaScript not necessary. Okay, this automated software do not need what? JavaScript, since it is costly and the crawler cannot view the enhanced look. Okay, but it is very costly. Okay. Next, browser plugin. A browser plugin is a piece of software that works with the browser that interferes with JavaScript. Okay, so browser plugin what? Is a piece of software that works within the browser that interferes with JavaScript. It interferes with what? JavaScript. There are many uses of JavaScript that are not desirable to the end users. Many malicious sites use JavaScript to compromise a user's computer, and many ad networks deploy advertisement using JavaScript. Okay, by using JavaScript, okay, many advertisements appears. Okay, many malicious sites use JavaScript to compromise users' computer. Okay, they use the user's computer. It opens malicious websites. Okay, it displays some advertisement which are not required. Okay, so this motivates some users to install plugins that stops JavaScript execution. Okay, so if this situation, you need to install what? Plugins that stops JavaScript execution. Next, text-based client. Some clients are using text-based browser. Okay, some clients use what? Text-based browser. These text-based browsers are widely deployed on web servers. Okay, these are deployed on web servers, which are often accessed using command line interface. which are often accessed using command line interface. By using command line, by using writing command, you can access it. Okay, that's why text based client. Okay, you are not using any GUI, you are not using any mouse button to open that. You use some command lines, using command line interface. Okay, by writing commands you get the response. Visually disabled clients. A visually disabled client will use special web browsing software to read out the contents of web page to them. Okay, these visually disabled clients use what? Special web browsing software to read the contents of the web page. These specialized browsers do not interpret JavaScript. Okay, so these specialized browsers do not need JavaScript. Designing for these users requires some extra consideration. Okay, you need some extra consideration to design these browsers. No space tag. These are many users who don't use JavaScript. There is a simple mechanism to show them special HTML content that will not seen by those with JavaScript. This mechanism is HTML tag. Okay, so many users don't need what? JavaScript. Okay, at that time no script. No script means what? No JavaScript. Okay, this tag is used. Okay, any text between no script opening and closing tags will only be displayed to users without the ability to load JavaScript. Okay, so whatever you type the text between no script, okay, between open and close, okay, so will only be displayed to users without the ability to load JavaScript. The website should be created with all the basic functionality enabled using regular HTML, as it does not support JavaScript. Okay, so only by using HTML only, okay, they work. Then does not need what? JavaScript. This approach of adding functional replacement for websites without JavaScript is referred as fail-safe design. Okay, without using JavaScript. Okay, so this functional replacement for website is called what? Fail-safe design. Okay, here we are not using JavaScript. It means that when a plan such as displaying a fancy JavaScript pop-up calendar widget fails, then system design will still works. Okay, so if there is any mistakes, it not works, some pop-up calendar widget like that, okay, so then still the system works continuously. Next, graceful degradation and progressive enhancement. The principle of fail-safe design, system works even when there is a failure, can still apply even to browsers that have enabled JavaScript. Okay, even though if you enable the JavaScript, okay, that fail-safe design, okay, means if there is a problem occur, then also still works. Okay, some functionalities that works in the current version of Chrome might not work in IE version 8. Okay, and that works in a desktop browser might not work in a mobile browser. Okay, so some functionality that works in some current versions, okay, but in some browser it not works. In such cases, web application developer can take up any of the two policies, graceful degradation or progressive enhancement. Okay, so in such cases, in some browsers it works, in some browser it not works. Okay, in such cases, web application developers can take up any of the two policies, that is graceful degradation or progressive enhancement. The graceful degradation, a website is developed for abilities of current browsers. For those users who are not using current browsers, an alternate site or pages are developed. Okay, in graceful degradation, a website is developed for abilities of current browsers. The alternate strategy is progressive enhancement, which takes the opposite approach to the problem. In this case, the developer creates a site using CSS, JavaScript and HTML features that are supported by all browsers of certain age or newer. Okay, in alternate strategy is progress enhancement, in which what all the softwares like CSS, JavaScript, HTML features all are used. Okay, it supports what all the browsers, even for old, new, all browsers, mobile browser, computer browser, all the browsers. To that baseline site, the developers can now progressively, that is for each browser, enhance, add functionality to these to their site based on the capabilities of the user's browsers. Okay. So in next video I will explain where does JavaScript go. Okay. Thank you.